So right now we're kind of looking at these ideas and we're thinking which ones of these could we, like tomorrow, actually do? Connor?
Well, we could either do like a different, since we can't like get different desks, maybe we could arrange them different, like
Okay.
in rows.
All right, Connor. That's what we are going to do today. A lot of these ideas might work, but for now we don't have any money to go out and get supplies. But what we could do is what Connor was suggesting is we could maybe make a different arrangement. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with an arrangement, but when you each are going to come up with your own arrangement, maybe you've been to some other classrooms and you like the way their desks are, or maybe just looking at the space, you can think of a better way that we can move our desk around. So in the plan of action, you're listing the reasons why your solution will work and why it's the best solution. Because we're actually going to be good citizens and we're going to vote, and that's what's called public discourse. Present it to the citizens, and then they decide whether they want to go with your solution or if maybe they want to think about a different one. So today we're going to look at rearranging our desk, and we're going to make a scaled model to help us figure that out. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to have, what's this called, class?
Graph paper.
A piece of graph paper. And if we want to talk about the arrangement of desks in this room, what do we need to know about this room? Ann?
The area and perimeter.
Oh, all right, there you go, the area and the perimeter. Now, who can help me figure out the perimeter of this room? Carl? Can you measure it for us?
Yeah.
All right, hop up. Now, Carl, a couple of weeks ago, did we measure your foot?
Yeah.
About how big is your foot? Do you remember?
14.
Is it about the size of a real foot? It was about the size of a real foot. Do you know that the tiles of this classroom are exactly
1 foot.
1 foot long? So I need some help here. I need Carl. I'd like you to start over in the corner by the closet, and I'd like you to count the tiles until you can kind of get up to the blue bulletin board.
Okay.
How many did you get, Carl?
32.
About 32. And it's about 29 and about 32. Could we say it's about 30 by 30 if we wanted to just do an estimate? So what am I going to need to do on this? Oh, I wanted to tell you one other thing. Carl, can you just have a seat right there, please? I'm going to tell you the scale of this graph. And the scale, remember how we've talked about scales? The scale of this graph is every block is 2 feet. On my graph, and you're going to do this at your desk, you're going to draw the perimeter of 15 by 15 or 15 by 16, whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to pick a block here, and I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we could go 15 or 16, and then we're going to have how many this way?
32.
I'm still looking for about 15. So 1, actually we'll count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. We would be have a 15 by 15 or a 30 by 30. The room might be a little closer to 26 by 28, but we're just kind of getting an estimate. So now that I've kind of got the room size, how am I going to decide where I'm going to put the desk? What would be a good way to kind of know how many desks are going to fit in here? What are you thinking, Caleb?
I know a way you can know how many desks there are.
Oh, okay. How many desks are there?
Well, you can count the kids because each kid has one desk.
All right.
But since we lost one kid,
Okay, so how many desks will we have in our model? 27. Carl?
We just have to count measure the desk.
Measure the desk. Okay. Let me see here.
And then you can use
Tyson, will you measure that desk in front of you and tell me how many feet wide it is?
which one, mine?
Sure.
And then when you measure it, you can look on the graph and then like see how big it is.
All right. So you got 1. So we've got from here to here is 1 foot. How many? How many feet? That would be 2. All right. So we've got 2. And going this way, we've got about 1 foot here. And then we've got to add another like 6 inches. 12 plus 6 class is what? Kennedy? 18. All right. So we've got the size of the desk. Well, what do we have on here that's about that size? About that size. Something on this graph. Remember what our scale was? Something on this graph. Joshua G? About a square, yes. If one of these squares is about 2 feet and our desk is about 2 feet, one of these would be a desk. We do have 27 students. So to cut out 27 of these would take a while. But what do we know that we've used in math that's about this size? Something that we've used in math, Braylee?
Square units.
Yes, we've used square unit tiles. Katie, hand me that red basket right there, please. Can be a desk. So you're going to have your cutouts, graph paper, and each of you will get a bag. After you've made an arrangement that you like, I would like you to take a pencil and trace around it because we're going to present these, remember? All right, so that's the next step in our lesson today. All right? You can draw some things in. A few students have finished their solution and their action plan. So Joshua G, go ahead, please.
There will be 9 people at this place. There will be 8 people at this table. Hunter, Joshua, Melvin, Luke, William, me, Carl, and Mason. Then there will be 4 people at this table. Trinity, Braylee, Caleb, and Lasia. There will be 5 people at this table, and there will be Ann, Alexis, Julia, Tyson, and Autumn. There will be 4 people at this table, and there will be Kevin, Haley, Taylor, and Connor. And there will be 5 people at this table, Sammy, Katie, David, Allison, and Eli. And mine will help with no bumping in chairs, no tripping over chair legs, and no chairs falling on them.
And how does your particular arrangement solve those problems? What's different about that than what we have now?
There's only 5 tables.
Okay.
There's enough space in between the desks to get through.
All right. Okay. Great job, Joshua. All right. And David. And David, will you tell us about your plan?
There will be 11 at this table, 8 here, 8 here. The Promethean board is right here. The teacher desk will be all the way back here so she can watch us all. And the round table will be right here so she can, when she's working on paper, she can still see us. The computer part will be right here so she can see us all too. And the reason you should do my idea is because my idea will make more room and no chair bumping or anything. You should vote for mine because you have a perfect view of the board. My idea will solve the problem of getting stuck.
Okay, I like that you talked about seeing the board because sometimes that is a problem when we have desk at angles about students not always being able to see the board. Okay, so thank you, David. That was great.
The pink ones are the girls and the red ones are the boys. And the door's over there. There's 3 desks. The computer card is over there and the teacher's desk over there so she can get to her desk faster. And the table's over here directly look, so when she's over here she can look directly at us. And when she's at that desk she can look directly at us. And there's lots of room to get through, so we don't bump into any chairs. And I put exactly how many girls and boys there are.
Oh, clever. Okay.
And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at this table. 12 at that table and 4 over here. So, and, there is lots and lots of space here. The teacher can go to her computer and desk faster. There is only 3 tables, so it's a lot easier to get in line.
Okay, well, I like that idea of having maybe my desk closer to the computer. Thank you. All right, so as I said, we've had these students present today. You will all get a chance to present. But before, as to close this lesson up, I want you to think about the things we've done today. You can be an active participant in your community by addressing issues of public concern, applying skills in public discourse, and sharing ideas and information, and participating in public conversation. By presenting your solution and then us discussing, we can come up with workable solutions to almost any problem in life. So our classroom is like a community. Carl?
I want to say it's community because it's a lot of people and our desk is kind of like our home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I like that. Our desk is kind of like our home, and then all the homes are together.